Perth. I'm still in Australia, and I'm still a little bit with the time change. It's been challenge. But I want to say thank you guys for coming in, the watching, the clicking, the subscribing. Thank you so much. What is it going on with the energies? Well, we had the moon. It's passed over through Saturn and Neptune, which is that was it the moment you probably figured things out. Like, okay, then some things has to end, but there is a new beginning. There is a new energies. There is a new things that's gonna be coming in. You maybe get some stuff going on. Why did that happen? Well, this full moon was very interesting because it shows up the power that you need to go. We need to make some adjustments somewhere. While that was facing the sun. Pretty soon we are gonna have the sun. It's gonna be start coming out very much about ending things because the sun, the authority, is gonna be with the south node. And we're going to be seeing it, that those energies as they are going to be coming to us, particularly at 11 o'clock at night. We are going to see so much energies that, it's going to be like too much to handle, okay? Just so you guys know that this is what the energy is going to be looking in the morning. Okay, that is what is going to be. I'm just going to be clicking it to you guys so we can see about how the energy is going to be changing so much. Particularly, we're talking about 11 o'clock at night. So that's what is going to happen. Okay, so with these energies in there, a lot of things is going to be asking you to come in. A lot of energy is going to be asking you to find the things that you want to be, the situations that you're going to be going. So at 7 o'clock in the morning, the moon is going to be at particularly at that energies that is going to be asking you for new beginnings. In there, she's going to be at very powerful divine energies with the sun as the sun is rising in the horizon. And the moon today is actually, she's going to beginning to, in late afternoon, she's going to beginning to, square Jupiter. That is at about like, oops, I have not grown to this. Oops, I have not getting into this. Oops, what I need to do. And if you are watching the report, Saturn, it says like, wait a minute, go back to the drawing board. You may have to go back to the road, to the beginning of the things that you tried to started before. Have you done yet? Have you ready yet? Have you prepared yet? So this kind of like of energy is going to be shows up later on at 8 o'clock. We're going to see that the ascendant that's going to be at the beginning of Libra is going to be opposing Saturn. Those is going to be the energies that is going to be kind of like restrictions. Okay, you're going to see the restrictions, but you're also going to be seeing the limitations and what you need to learn. Saturn is not only a restrictor, Saturn is also the teacher. He is telling you this is not going to happen because you need to know this. If you want to be happen, you have to learn and study this and this. So this is what is going to be some making some a lot of progress that is going to come. Later on at 9 o'clock, the ascendant still is going to be at Libra, but that's going to be opposing the moon. The emotions about me or relationships or about relationships, that's going to be some big trigger. But currently, Jupiter, it is trining the North Node and trining the Lilith, which is set. You need to go through the shadow. You need to investigate it. You need to go deep so you can figure everything's out. So that investigations is going to be very timely. It's going to be going in through the day. And later on at about 10 o'clock, that energy is going to be facing Pluto. It's going to be about transformations. You need to change. But how are you going to be transformed? Who needs to transform? Mars. Okay, Mars is approaching that energies of opposing Chiron. Chiron says like you're not healed. Where do you think you are going? Right? And Pluto is like in order to heal, you need to heal where? First, you have to heal it in your consciousness, so you can understand what you need to heal in the physical world. So there's gonna be some a lot of purging. It's coming in with this as Mars and Venus, they are in divine aspects with the North Node. So basically, the people who are in soul connections, they're gonna be going in there and see what they need to do to create this balance. This is the power of me creating my own self, creating my feminine energies, which is that is going to be a Venus at Leo, and Mars, who's going to be I have to create this balance. But the both looking where? In Pisces, into mysticism, into the occultic, into the spirit. Is like, okay, we need to get up there first. And then we're going to be looking at with the divine energies how to do it. So that is going to be like, wait a minute, not so fast, not so fast. All right. At 12 o'clock, we're going to have the inner work is going to be at Virgo. That's going to be divine energies from Saturn and Pluto. You're organizing yourself, that energies, you're organizing it with what? You organize it under the personal development within you. I have to organize this, I have to move this, I have to get in there. It is the earth energy. You have to use the logic that you know and the basis, but it has to be connecting with what? It has to be connecting with what you feel. Okay? It's not only about the logic. It also have to be having out what you feel. Where is that gonna come from? Well, the moon and the sun, they're 150 degrees. Okay, so with those energies up here at that 150 degrees aspect, we're gonna be seeing it at 1 o'clock what you're going to do. Particularly that right now the midheaven is going to be connecting with the sun, and the south node is the past is going to be come back to you. If you experiencing certain things in the past, there, what the past has power over to you, nothing except as reference. Don't bring the past to you. I mean, there is a past thing she's gonna come out, but if you have done the proper way of doing it and organizing yourself, things is gonna be much better for you. Okay, much better for you. All right. 2 o'clock, we're going to be seeing at this energy of the ascendant that it was earlier at Libra. Some of the relationships is going to comes in, and it's like, okay, well, what is the relationships? Why can I get into these relationships? What happened? Why it's with so close? Why it's so limit? What is we don't see the visions, and so on and so on. It's not the visions that you picture. It's not this. Particularly those energies that you see of this programming. You have to be, it must me, and so on, and you get in all those expectations. Right now, you have to work in it to build it with what you have and how you work. I spoke to someone, I did their personal reading, and I said to them, okay, you came here with all those intense energies, but you also came in with synchronized energies. So you need to learn how to use the synchronized energies to understand the intense energies within your chart. And that's what you need to do. You have to use the tools that you came with it, the gifts, okay? You're good, let's say, at electricity, using it. You're good at woodmaker, using it. You're good of talking to people, using it. You're good of whatever it is. Use it. Those are the gifts that they came to you. Using it for a progress to face those challenges within you. And that is going to be this inner energy of Saturn that's going to be teaching that. So he's going back. Okay. All right. 3 o'clock, Mars is going to be with the inner work. That is going to be these balances within our relationships. You have a tough time in the relationships. I bet you do. I bet that on the unhealed wounds, maybe things from a parents, grandparents comes into you, right? It's kind of like a repeating patterns, and you're like, what it needs to be. Well, you're carrying those energies with you. Let them go. You're not your parents, you're not your grandparents. I know there is in the bloodline. I know there is this energies that is encoded in the DNA within you. You're carrying it with you, right? But if you pay attention to it, guess what? You're dragging it with you. And if it's like, you know what, I'm not going to do as the way my parents and my grandparents did. I'm going to be doing it what? Within the soul, within the spirit. And this is where a Mars is gonna come in and it's gonna be like enough is enough, right? But he's gonna what? Fighting the balance within. When I'm fighting that balance within, he's gonna be looking to that sextile that it's gonna be with Venus, and that is this yacht. Okay, let me just for a second up here to give you this perspective. I want you to understand it, what this is look like in astrology. Okay, so here is we have a Venus. She's in Leo. That is the yacht that it's going down into the North Node. Then we have that energy is coming back into Mars. So here's that energy as the Virgo's energies type, even though that's kind of the yacht is described, that Virgo's energy, I have to organize, I have to use the logic, I have to get to this point. Once you get to this point, you understand what you need to do in life. That is it, the Scorpio side, that you need to investigate it. And here is the solution. That is this sextile. But in the middle of it, we are seeing it what? The sun. That is the authority. You have the authority to change the things within you, not somebody else. But it's going to be connecting with the past, because that is connecting with what? With the south node. All right, as that energy is going to come at 4 and 5 o'clock, we are going to be digging and investigating things, particularly at 5 o'clock. The energy is going to be some very beautiful about these investigations. But, when you find the crap in there, don't be mad at people. Don't be getting it in there. Don't point a finger towards either the Venus and Mars, okay? All right, they just come in and help you. They just triggers within you. You need to understand that the trigger when it comes in there is to uncover things. Because if you get agitated, aggravated, find why. Okay, not just, oh well, it is what this and so on, makes me mad and so on. Understanding why your reactions is madness and so on. All right, 6 o'clock, that is going to be some very positive energies, but at the same time, we're going to see the certain things that we have not grown in the family, okay, what it wasn't developed in the family. Very good moments to kind of like figure things out of what you have not grown, but Pluto is going to be rising in the ascendant. Very beautiful moments within this. And now with all those energies that we have Saturn retrograde, we have a Uranus retrograde, we have a Neptune retrograde, we have a Pluto retrograde. With this, now all that energy is going to be helping us out, like revise, review, make these changes. Okay, all right. You see this, what happens? You follow what this happened. All you have to do is following the path and let the things unfold in front of you. No projections, no expectations, but following what's happening and react on what's happening. So basically living into what? The present. Who is the most greatest things that's going to be living in the present? Virgo, okay? To bring you down to the earth with the logic, with the thinking there. And that's what the greatest things about this Virgo season is. All right, 7 p.m. We're going to have the inner work at Sag is going to be ascendant. It's going to be at Pisces. The energy is going to be start getting a little bit of hectic in there. We're going to see some a lot of with the inner work that's going to be at T-squaring the knots. That's going to be some interesting moments, because it's like, you know what, I don't want to skip this thing. I want to get these things going. I want to have, I deserve the love. I deserve to be healed. I deserve to think in properly. I deserve to have all these masculine energies and the balance within me. Enough with this crap. Is enough, right? And Saturn says like, well, if it's enough is enough, then you have to remove what it's not enough. So this is going to be some triggers, because that's going to be require some work, and we're going to see the inner work at 8 o'clock. That is going to be squaring Saturn and Neptune, right? So removing these projections, these illusions, and Saturn is going to be like, wait a minute, just hold there. You're going to have 3 months to find the things properly. Okay, there's going to be some 3 months. I'm going to be, within all this retrogrades in there, and you're going to have some time to think about it. Things going to be moving forward. We're going to see it when Pluto is going to be turning direct. We're going to see a lot of changes within all this transformations within Sol. So 9 o'clock, the energies, it's all of a sudden it's just become all over the place in there. They're not going to be like 11 o'clock. So if you missed it, the shot of 11, I'm going to give it to you. But right now, the inner work, which is going to be at Capricorn, in there, you may be going to be have some professional challenges. You may be thinking about a new job. Maybe you need to change things in a perspective. And now the moon, it says like, you haven't grown to this. You have not. Don't put yourself down, but see the things in there of where you've been, what got you into this point of life, how appreciative of what you got so far. And if you're feeling that something needs to be improved and corrected, but don't beat yourself down like, oh, you're not worth it, or this and that, and so on, because there is going to be some people who's going to tell you you're not. Okay? That's Saturn, right? Through the other people to tell you what you need to focus within. And don't take things personally, okay? Don't take some things personally. Right now, that is the worst thing that you can do, right? Typical like Aries. You try to tell the Aries that they are immature. God bless your soul. They're gonna come after you. All right, 10 o'clock, the energy is going to calm down a little bit. The ascendant is going to be at Gemini. That's going to be the inner work with Pluto. Transformations is going to be, you understand these transformations. And during this process of thinking, okay, what do you need to transform? What do I need to change? What is my options? What is my opportunities, right? And here is what you are going to be seeing at that inner work up here, as we're saying, this is a Pluto, and that is at the midheaven. That's the inner work, beginning of the 10th house. Okay, here is the moon. She's like, I want to have a new beginning, but Jupiter says like, you're not ready. You have not getting to this Mars energies. You have not healed these things. Where you think you are going, right? But the energy is going to be present right here. It is about to start making certain changes. And you're like, what is my opportunity? And guess what the universe says? Here is your opportunity. You have opportunities all over the place, but you need to find you. You need to find yourself. Here is that midheaven that it's going to be at the Aquarius. All of a sudden is going to present all the options to you. Things that you haven't think before, things that didn't happen before. I mean, we have the energy that's going to be all over the place. We are going to have the opportunities all over the coming towards us. But all those energies is going to give you the opportunity, okay, you to start thinking for the new path of life. You need to get it. But that doesn't mean you have to just go with the blinders with the horses in there. You have 3 months to go ahead and planning. Okay, guys. So that's all I have for you. I want to say thank you guys so much for the click, for the likes, for the shares. And I'm going to be giving you what is going to be happening at 7 o'clock in the morning with that. And 7 o'clock in the morning, we are going to be seeing that the moon is going to be start approaching more, and it's going to be opposing Mars. So be mindful tomorrow about relationships. And the moon is going to be start approaching Chiron. So with that energies, particularly, we're going to see some very much communications about the past, because the Mercury, it is going to be very close to the sun. The sun is close to the south node, as the ascendant at 7 o'clock in the morning is going to be pointing into that. But you have to know where you think you're going. And this is where the feminine and the masculine energies, they are both from Leo and Libra, they are going to be pointing out towards the north node. Now, it doesn't matter how tough or rough it is. It's about pointing out the energies within the spirit. Okay, guys? Because the solution, okay, is written in the past. But you don't have to bring the past into the future. And that is going to be your challenge. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And come back tomorrow for another Astro Gravitational Report.